Hello again, my name is Ben. Here I am today with a modification review and also a bit of a combo model. Recently I got my hands on this little set here, the LEGO Creator Super Robot. Pretty nice set, good parts for, building mechs, which is my specialty, I'd like to believe. Um, and I also recently bought, as a Star Wars fan, I got the 501st Clone Troopers Battle Pack. It's an alright set, nice to get these Battlefront 2 classes in LEGO form, and the build's pretty decent for a battle pack build. But those two, I didn't really care much for the build in this one. It's just kind of the recreation of this miniature AV7 anti-vehicle turret. And I decided I like this build quite a bit. It's got nice personality to it. I assume it takes some inspiration from anime. Can't say I'd speak from or like mecha anime, though that's just a guess on my part. But it's got some nice proportions and a pretty decent design. Though I was a little disappointed by the fact that it doesn't have any knee articulation. So taking the parts from both these sets, just added onto it, and here it is. One more thing before I start the video. Spare pieces. There were only 3 of them that I couldn't really integrate into the build very well. So, that's that. Now, there's really not too much to really go over here. I basically maintained a pretty general appearance of how it looked before, which, see, you can't really tell on first look that I really modified it too much, especially in the legs here. But you can see, using some parts, using the legs of the AV7, I turned them for knee joints, so now this thing has a bit more articulation in the legs. They're not perfect, if you pull on them too hard, they can kind of pop off pretty simply. But obviously, they don't be happening very much, so you can see it does the job very well, so you can get in a more dynamic posing than you could prior. The waist, I just kind of put on some light gray parts here to sort of accentuate a type of belt. Why did I do that? Just so I could use up more pieces. The arms here, they basically kept the same design, but I added onto the shoulders using more parts from the AV7 to sort of give it more just bulk on the shoulders here. You can just see I just stuck a bunch of parts there. And then for the parts up here, I just added some. These are meant to be little like missile launchers on his like fists. He just hits them and just fires off. Kind of just thought it'd be cool, and I think it looks all right. You could probably put some fire pieces out there for effects, which I think is a pretty decent idea. On this one, I used mostly the general design for the AV7 turret or cannon, and then I just strapped it onto the shoulder using one of the bars you can see here. Attached on some clips, and you can just see it's all built up there. And if one so desires, not sure why you'd want to do this, but I just put one of these 501st Troopers here and you have them sit on top of there. Doesn't make much sense, not really, but it is an option if you feel so inclined. So you can just see that there. The main torso didn't really undergo much changes because there wasn't really a need for it to. It's a nice design. And then you can see I just added some little tooth pieces here on top of the head, so to just put them there because, quite frankly, I can. And then for the back here, you can see the wings, but they're accentuated out using some of these hinges. So they're basically just the same design here. And then on the back here, unfortunately, as spring-loaded shooters often do, I lost it, and after it fired off accidentally. But basically this part here is going to represent a jetpack/missile launcher, kind of reminiscent of Boba Fett's jetpack. There's really not much to it here. It's kind of ugly looking because I will admit I was just kind of looking for pieces to use. So you can see it just kind of attaches there pretty loosely. You see some plates hanging off it, some open clips or open bars. So, and then the spring-loaded shooter there, which would normally be there, but it isn't, unfortunately. But really, that's about it for this one. I'm sorry for nothing really too special, but I just had these sets and I just wanted to do something with them because, why not, right? I probably won't keep this one around for long because one of my main reasons for buying these sets, or specifically the robot, was to kind of use it for parts because it has a lot of nice pieces that you could use for mechas or stuff like this, any of the sort. So I hope he won't be around for long, so I hope you enjoy him while he's still around. But again, I just hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry for nothing too ambitious. But looking forward to whatever I have to build in the future, using parts from most likely this guy. Once again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to switch to the next time for what else I have to upload. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and goodbye.